Hello, welcome back to the Off-Grid family. I'm making this video because a lot of people need hand sanitizer, and obviously the shops are running out and this could become quite a problem. I'm really disappointed to say, in my country people are actually filling up their hand sanitizer bottles from the ones in the hospital. They're not even, they're stealing from hospitals. So let's just try and, give people another option. I know it's desperate times and so on, but come on guys, work together as a team. Anyway, this basically you just need one ingredient. You can get off the internet for tiny amounts, and it's this stuff, BAC50, right? Benzalkonium chloride, and it's this for a litre. It costs just about £10, and this will make you around 100,000 litres of antibacterial hand wash. Let me show you what you need. Okay, that is your full ingredients there. We've got the BAC50 and water. All right. Now, BAC50 is a like a path cleaner, and I'll talk about a bit more about that now. Okay, so this stuff is basically for gardens and patios and stuff. And what it does is it actually kills moss. And this one, I think they said you can dilute it 4 or 5 times, and basically you spray it over your path and it will kill all the fungus and so on. But this is the basic ingredient that they use inside the hand sanitizer gels that they sell at the hospitals. If you were to put this on your hands now, you'd end up with burns. This is thousands of times too strong. One other thing you're going to need is a foam spray bottle. Now, I've got no foam spray bottles. I've got the normal, hand sanitizer bottles, but these come in, this is actually an old one of Crystal's, and it's just a spray foam hair gel, like hair mousse kind of thing. So we're going to use this. Now, I've had this stuff for many years, and I've used it on paths before. I don't use it on my path anymore because it's too close to where I do the vegetables. So I had this left over. Believe it or not, I've actually had one lot out of this one, although it doesn't look like it. This is how much this stuff, how far this stuff goes, even if you're using it for its intended purpose. But believe it or not, the foam that's in this is actually the foam that this stuff makes. That is not actually hair mousse now, but I'll show you all that in a second. A few other things I'm going to use for this, but you don't need to, is I've got a container that I'm actually going to fill up with the water, and then the mixture, and a funnel. That's pretty much my... Oh, and one other thing. The last thing you'll need is some sort of way of measuring small amounts. Now this is one of the baby, the young kids medicine, and then you just sort of inject it into their mouth. Now obviously after you've used this for this kind of thing, throw it away. Don't even try and wash it, just get rid of it. Right. As I said, this stuff will cause burn, so please wear gloves. If you don't want to, don't, but that's your own responsibility. Let's get making this. Okay, now this has only ever had water in it, so, don't go mixing chemicals and things you don't know what they've had in. You don't know what sort of reactions you're going to cause. You don't want to end up making yourself some chlorine gas or anything. Right, so first off, all I'm going to do is tip a litre of water in here, or half of it's going to go over the desk, obviously, why wouldn't it? So all of what I'm doing now will be for one litre, okay? This stuff you want so dilute that you basically only want about 0.1% or 0.2. I go for 0.1. So because you want this in such a low dosage, for this amount it's already in half. That's why it's got the BAC50. Okay, but what you're going to want to do is put about 20 millilitres for every litre. So these are 5 mils each. So that is 5. Now I was hoping to show you something in this container, because it does look a bit like magic, and I wanted to prove to you that this stuff works, but I'll show you in a sec. I'm rambling a bit. That's 10. Oh. 15. plenty. Okay, now first things first, put the blinking lid on this. Do you know what? Okay, or don't, it's up to me. Okay, now second thing I want to do, or this thing I want to do, I don't know what it was, mix it well. And you'll see it makes quite a nice amount of froth. But what I wanted to show you, because this does genuinely resemble magic, was, as I say, this is actually foam from a batch I've already made, but there you go. Let's get rid of all that. Just to show you, hang on, let's try and get everything out. So I want to prove to you that this isn't just some sort of trick of the camera. I'm going to try and get that in. There we go, look. But sadly, this does not work with any other spray device. You know, it has to be one of these spray foam ones. But this is the spray foam you get from in hospitals. So let me now, wrong way around, pour some of this in here. And this is not antibacterial in a sense, it is antimicrobial, meaning no microbes can live in this stuff. So, you know, this is absolutely perfect for stopping the spread of something like COVID-19. Okay, so there you are. It's that simple. All you need is the BAC 50 and some water, but make sure you get your the amounts right. You want it at 0.1 or 0.2% maximum. I had mine, the first batch I did, well, the first batch I ever did, which we're talking about a couple of years ago now, that was at about 0.5, 0.6, and I put it in my hands, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And then a little while later, I felt a bit of a tingling, and then all of my skin sort of tightened up, and so I washed my hands really, really thoroughly and very quickly, and it sort of went away, but it took a couple of days for this sort of like tightness of the skin to go. So please, heed my warnings, this stuff is no joke. But you can still buy it in abundance on the internet right now. No one really realises how simple this stuff is to make. And one thing I always get told off for is not naming my bottles, not labelling them and stuff. I will, and I do it off camera. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Anyway, I hope that's helped some of you. You know, as I say, I've got no affiliation to anyone who sells any of the stuff. I'm just putting it out there to help people out. It's the same stuff, basically, that they use in the hospitals, antimicrobial stuff. And it works so super simple that, you know, it's got a lovely fizzing sound to it as well. One thing you can do, I'm not trying to waste it, let me just put it on my hands. One thing you can do is add a bit of glycerine or various similar things, glycerol, that kind of stuff. They're all the same to it. If you've got sort of problems with cracking hands and whatever, you should already know that glycerine on them will actually help. Add a bit of glycerine to it, it doesn't change the reaction in any way, and it'll just stop your hands from drying out if you've got a problem with your hands drying out. Anyway, look, try and look after each other during this, you know, it's quite a bad time. Some people say it's the flu and that's it. By all means think that. If you're right, brilliant, but people are still dying from it. So try and look after each other and try and, you know, help out the elderly around your area. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.